All right, folks, so this is the next lens color we're going to go into depth on. Again, by Sunglass Fix. So these are their light blue mirror. They kind of remind me of like a mix between ice and silver. So they're like an ice silverish blue flash. They're definitely, like, in the right light, they almost look like a chrome. And in others, you definitely see the blue hue in them, but they remind me kind of like ice in that, depending on the era of ice. So with that, we'll go ahead. This is, again, these are the SFX Ultraline, so the second tier Sunglass Fix based out of Australia. So I have them here first in the Maui Gem, and that's a base 6, and so they're a light blue. You see the mirror. It's a very potent mirror, similar to the green, in that, you know, it's very strong. Once you put them on, you're really not going to see behind to see your eyes. My office lighting kind of pronounces through it because you got all that backlight, but once you put them on, they're very, very strong. I will say, they are a solid color base, so there's no like color changing to these. So you see here on the deviation, another base 6, it's basically like a bluish silver chrome. You know, there's no light coming in from the back because of the backing of the case, and it's all one color, unlike the last set I did, which were the green purple. You know, you see me holding my camera. What you don't see is all the contents below, really, and so that's on the gauge 8. And so these, in my opinion, if you're looking for a consistent mirror, consistent color, and a blue silverish combo, beautiful. Haven't had any issues with these, really. Very much like them in terms of the color viewing area. I think of them like a very, basically a like your standard polarized gray would be. So again, it's not very sunny outside, and you see they're kind of like, they're partially rose gray. Let's see if it'll clear up any there. But you see how it's, there we go. So beige, like a darker beige gray rose. So I like these a lot. These are one of my favorites that I've ordered. Obviously, which is obvious by the fact that I have them in my gauge 8, the deviation, the crosshair, which this is a base 6, the Maui Gem Quapo Gap. This is their nylon, super flexible aviator sport frame. And then you have the base 8.75 crosshair, base 8 7.5 gauge 8. So these two, the deviation and the Quapo Gap, are going to be similar in how they view and feel mirror-wise, just like the enhanced pronounced curves that are in the gauge 8 and the crosshair are going to be. So that gives you just like an overview of how they look in that regard. And yeah, I'm going to need to add a mirror so I can do like a picture of them with them on me. But anyway, hopefully that gives you like a little bit of an overview of how they look. Again, they don't have any etching, no identifying marks. If you didn't know the color, you wouldn't know that they didn't come from Oakley or anywhere else. You have no way of knowing. The thickness, very similar to Oakley. You know, they're not too thin. They sit right in the frame like they should. They're, I believe, like 1.8 millimeters thick. So they're a polycarbonate, so like a polycarbonate mixture. They're not triacetate, so they're very durable as well, just like Oakley's polycarbonate lenses are. So that's another option. If you're looking for like a blue silver mix or like a lighter blue, definitely recommend these. They're beautiful. You know, you can see they give you kind of like a chrome blue viewing.